Yo, what's up, YouTube? Haven't made a video in quite a bit of time. So, how is everybody doing? Hope everybody is feeling righteous. Today I want to talk about war. I'm enjoying that coffee. Today I want to talk about war, right? So let's talk about it. My definition of war is an unsolved agreement or unresolved agreement that has turned into a detrimental disagreement. Anytime you want to take the natural resources, uh, anytime you want to take the natural resources from the planet and own it, and other people are also claiming to own the resources that you want to benefit from, and you guys can't agree on it, that disagreement turns detrimental, and we have what we call the fighting back and forth. So they call it war. But see what happens in these wars. When you look at documentaries on wars, what happens in these wars, these soldiers, especially the old time soldiers, they labeled a lot of this stuff top secret because these soldiers have been in these aircrafts and they have disappeared. They have battled um, species, or they have battled the unknown. Let's just say the unknown. Forget the word species. Just they have battled the unknown. That was so far advanced beyond the American so-called bombers, all up in space, realizing that you're just you're not as powerful as the universe. So now we have the United States of America, whatever that means, whatever we put names on just about everything. But you have these people who will kill for natural resources on the land, and this is just the way it is. We have brains that think. We are creative beings. You know what I mean? We create. That's what we do. We create. We are creative beings. But we also are creative beings with freedom of choice, which means that if you're going to fight instead of making the choice to get along, then there's going to be some major explosions. And this is what we call war. Now there's a pandemic that's out right now to where's the American soldier, the American people, the American president, the worker, the ego on the job, the ego in the car, the ego in the hospital, the ego in the fancy move on the fancy movie set. All that has come to a halt as we see, right? There's a certain level of it that has been disintegrated, ceased. Okay, you have some businesses that just shut down and they were not able to bounce back from uh, what has happened. To me, COVID-19 is consequences from a disagreement, war on the people. If you go back in the day and you look at some of those, if you go back in the day and you look at some of those videos on how they used to drop bombs on different countries, if it don't blow your mind, it should. If it does not blow your mind, it really should. Okay? We got this thing called rank in the military. It's all psychological to keep your mind off what you're doing. We relate this to a lot of different things in life as American people, and we become cold-hearted toward each other, and this is the reason why our face needs masses over it now. The masses are wearing masses because the masses believe that I don't have to smile at you anyway. I'm not that friendly. As a matter of fact, I think I hate you, and I don't even know why. So since you refuse to smile, just cover it all up then. Well, why would I do that? Because now you're afraid that something might get you. And is it out there? Is it out there? We hearing stories about it. People are covering up because of something that we almost have no clue of where it could be. You can't, like they used to say in the Bible when I was younger, you can't run, you can't hide. A lot of us will definitely get through this, get past it, won't encounter it, I believe. I'm definitely one. I know close people in my life that have encountered just being sick. I've heard stories about this war that has been raged on the so-called untouchables, which is the so-called American people. Before I get lost in thought, let me focus on war and this COVID-19 thing and how we subtract out humanity and we replace it with war. I was working a job and a lady told me this is boot camp. Do you know what boot camp is, bro? No. Do you know what boot camp is? Boot camp is a place that you go to be psychologically warped, to have the mind to kill people you don't even know. And for what reason, you have no idea. So you mean to tell me that this job is boot camp? I should think of it as boot camp? So are we finna do some killing in this motherfucker? Excuse my expression. I hate when I do that. No, I don't hate when I do it. Yeah, hate is just, hate means, look it up in the dictionary. Hate means strong dislike. A strong dislike. But sometimes you say words like that to get your point across. But because I have respect for my elders and sometimes they watch my videos, I'll be like, forgive me. But, it's language. Don't get it twisted. It's language. Is it bad language? Yeah, whatever that means. It's language. It's a point. It's getting the point across. It gets people attention. Now, are you supposed to use it in a direct manner toward other individuals, like to curse them out or curse them? And that's something that I wouldn't want to do. And when I do it, when it happens in life or throughout life, of course, it makes you feel a certain kind of way, and you want to go back and you want to change that. So back to the point that I was making, and as I make this video, I'm actually looking at a documentary on war and how these guys talk about the different ranks, how they talk about they seen things in the sky that they could not combat with, they could not compete with. It was another energy that was way more powerful than that little bomber jet that they were in. These guys have witnessed and seen these things, and they label it now top secret. So they take that and they hide it. because they don't want to pump the fear in the government, the higher ups, or whatever you want to call it, that hide this type of stuff, don't want to pump the fear in to the people who decides to join military and things of that nature. So if I tell you that there's something else in the sky, you're not going to be in a big old rush to go jumping in a bomber thinking you the man, bombing other people that don't even know you coming and can't see you and can't fight back. So, but these guys are finally telling their story about there's something else out there that's way more faster, way more powerful, and can strike you at something we call a second. It's way a million times faster than a second. All you just hit, you're gone. Period. There is no time you can put on it. It allows you to see it coming, but it's too fast for you to react. It allows you to see it coming, but it's too fast for you to react. This is war. Now, for me to go, I always tell my sons, I say, sons, there's some things on this planet that I would never understand, and I probably would never even try to figure it out. I was told by the Spirit of God, by the Holy Spirit, the Creator, that if you don't want to, you're not allowed to believe in nothing past your experience. This will cut out all the confusion. This will cut out all of the that mind taking your mind. Who is this person? Who is that? Who is it? Who was that? This you don't. In other words, you don't have to go back 10 million years if you don't want to. That's not even in your experience. Right now, what you see and what you are witnessing on this planet right now is within your experience. I've traveled a little bit, doing some traveling through work and through just doing my own set of traveling, and I've seen things that I've seen monuments, I've seen mountains that is on this planet that literally caused me to look at the universe, the God of the universe, our Creator, in a different way, in a different manner, and it's very on the upside. Awesome, not just a word. Good, just a word. Extravagant, these are all just words. Eclectic, these are just words. I mean, these are you can't put into words some of the things that I've seen. And it's just, I'm talking about just from mountains, animals, just traveling, driving. So there is an entity, there is a creator that's far more advanced than the human being. There is things that are on the planet that is far more advanced than what the human being mind or brain can even understand or create. We are creators, but there are certain things that are out there that we cannot create we just don't have it in us to do it. It's right in front of our face every day. You can go grab a leaf off a tree. You can't create that. You drive past those mountains and those hills and those deserts and you can't create that. Back to what I was saying. I want this point to stick. Before I let you guys go, thank you for listening to the videos. Thank you for subscribing to the videos. Thank you for hitting that like button. I definitely appreciate it. But this is something else I wanted to say. So, people are hungry on the streets. A lot of people are. Now we got masks on. We need to cover that up. But you got a $3 trillion plane. We see what a $3 trillion can do for people. It can help a lot of people. We've seen it happen. Come right there to your bank account. Trillions of dollars just so, but we'll take 3 trillion just to make one fighter jet. And there's people out there starving on the street. No, 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 no. No. You need to cover that up. Cover that up. Now the reason why I'm saying this is because how much evil can you do? How much evil can you indulge in before it comes back to bite you in the ass? I mean, from our experiences. From the experiences that we know of. And all of us have things in life that we have to overcome. I'm talking about big evil. People who encourage killing other people that they don't even know for no reason. They don't even know why. Because two people couldn't agree, or you want to go take something that you want to go take the natural resources that some other human beings dwell in. No, don't fake the smile. Cover that shit up. The thing that helps me is that I don't indulge in any of this. I don't. I sit back and watch it. I don't have a bomb to go drop on nobody. I don't have a chemistry lab to create and make up things to hurt other people. Neither would I ever indulge in it. I don't want anything to do with that. Why would I? Why would that hurt? Why would that interest me? You should have been smiling, but you're not smiling. You don't even like people. Cover that shit up. A person is on the planet 70 years, 80 years, 90 years. And you want to treat them like shit the whole time and remind them of murders and bloody slavery and hanging from trees, and you really about that life like that? Okay. People can say what they want. They can tell me whatever they want. But I'm smart enough to know that I don't know what I don't know. And I'm also smart enough to know, and I thank God for this, I'm also smart enough to know that I don't have to believe in what's outside of my experience. $9,000 years ago, it was all on the... Dude, let me. You know what? I'm not even gonna ask you if you was there. I'm not even gonna do that. You know why? So let's. Okay, I understand where you're coming from. I understand that we can believe in what we want to believe in, but I am free because I do not have to believe in what's outside of my experience. COVID-19, let me talk about that real quick. because I've been really hitting on that whole thing the whole time. But let me talk about that because I really don't like to give that kind of stuff energy because there's always been a disease in the hood. It's called poverty. It kills. There's always been a disease in the hood. It's called poverty. It murks all night, all night, all day. From prostitution to the gangbanger, to the dope dealer, to the drug smoker, to the people that can't reach outside of the element, downtown Skid Row, Oregon. You know, they have a very, very large homeless population around this world. And these are not all Afro people. A lot of them, Portland, Oregon, Iowa, Idaho, not so much as, Idaho, but you travel around and you start looking on the side of those freeways. When you going north, way up north, Midwest, West, South, East, you start looking around, homelessness don't have no color to it no more. You start to see more Caucasian people, Asian people. I mean, homelessness is affecting everybody because we like to engage in war. If having nobody told you today I love you, I know you don't believe it, but I'm gonna tell you why you should. The word means that I'm concerned about you. Obviously, right? Facts. Well, in my experience. Are you concerned about your kids? Are you concerned about other individuals? Yes, you are. Do you hope that everything good that they set out to do comes and happens for them? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you hope that they wake up every day in blissful happiness? Oh, yeah. Obviously. Your kids, your wife, your girlfriend, your family members, a stranger out on the street. Do you hope that for them? When you're living from a state of righteousness, look up the word righteousness. That's what I always say. Look it up. Look it up. I dare you. It'll help you. We've gotten afraid of the word love. And then we get involved with people and argue with them and say, oh, love you, we love you. No, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That's not it. Love don't have nothing to do with getting along with somebody. That's a choice. I'm concerned about you. I hope everything you dream of or I hope everything that you think of, which is a thought, meaning a dream. I hope everything that you think that you want good comes into your reality. I love you. I want that to happen for you. And you should want it to happen for me because there's no room for jealousy. But mentally, we don't think like this about people because we all want to be at war. We want war. Oh, you don't want to smile? Really? Cover that shit up. And it's only language that I'm speaking. It's only language. It's only words. Cover that shit up. We should have been walking past strangers telling them we love them a long time ago. Now you can't. I've done it. Am I guilty of not doing it all the time? Yeah, yeah. Probably the world gets up under us sometime, and we try to. Hey, how you doing today? How's your day going? Get away from me. Ooh. That's how we all felt. That's how most of us felt anyway. Or we all anyway, because we were taught that. Stay six. Get away from me. Stay 6 feet away. Don't be running up on me, walking up on me. All right. I have to catch myself sometime because people walk up to you, get close to you, and we were taught that in the hood. Nobody get close to you because it's disease in the hood. It's called poverty, and then people will kill you because they think you got something, and they'll kill you for nothing. They don't even care if you have anything or not. It doesn't even matter. So don't get close to me. Now that people have to stay 6 feet away when people walk past, you be like, my 6 feet, split me. My 6 feet. So now that you're in the ground, you're 6 feet away. You're 6 feet deep. Everybody's 6 feet doing 6 feet. Everybody's 6 feet. You're my 6 feet. Be careful of the metaphor. Action for 6 feet. Now you got it. Stay 6 feet deep. Buried 6 feet deep. Why 6 feet? I don't know. Something to think about. You do it on your own time. Real talk. Back to the word I love you. I'm concerned about you. I hope all your dreams and aspirations come true. Everything you set out to do good. I hope it happened for you. I don't hope that your life is hard. Life is so hard. It's going to be. Fuck you. That was handed down. Fuck that. Again, language. Fuck that. I don't know a dude that's had a harder life than I have. And can you see it? Probably not. Not the stuff that I've been through, you can't. I would never wish it on nobody. I ain't never wished a hard life or struggle on nobody. And never will. What the fuck for? Why would I do that? I heard a man say, everything that's worth having is hard. It's going to be hard. What was hard when they was beating them people, hanging them from trees, whoever those people were. Our forefathers, or whoever was doing, that was hard. They made it that way. So you took that mentality and everybody started spreading that shit around. Cover that shit up. Cover it up. Because you want to keep that going. Let me let you know something, Pootie Bear. This little 75 years that they gave you, or that a God or the Creator give us, this 80 years, 90 years that we get, and we're not even young the whole time. Guess what? That same book you read tell you, eat, drink, and be merry. It ain't supposed to be hard. You ain't here long enough. If you was here 300 years, 400 years, I can see you having 100 here and there that wasn't that great. But you mean to tell me on this little time that you get on the planet, we comfortable with accepting everything being hard? What do you think? Where do you think that shit came from? When they had those peoples in those fields beating them and stomping them and feeding them to dogs and putting them on rotisserie poles and letting their bodies burn. Where do you think this shit came from? So you cool with that shit? Everything's supposed to be hard. I didn't work hard when I worked that what they say they call it hard. But when I got up in the morning at 8 years old and I stayed out all day until I made $10 to feed the family that I lived in, because that's what the Spirit of God told me to do, because they were trapped in a disease or what have you. Y'all call that working hard? No, I just want to go. I just want to go get it. I just want to go do it. And I hope the people was there to be nice enough to allow me to help them so that I can do it. Everybody want to be related to hard. No. Everybody want to be related to boot camp. Once again, I'm going to leave you with this. And I'm going to tell you I love you at the end, because I do, for real. Just imagine if everybody loved each other. If you was concerned about my aspirations, my this, my that, my dreams, hope for the best. If we all felt like that about each other, then we'll be accomplishing more goals on the planet, and there wouldn't be no jealousy. Niggas wouldn't be making songs about wanting your woman because he got more money than you, screwing your girl after what, you gonna go lick the cum out of her, dude, after I just bust in her, dude? That's what you talking about in your song? You stupid. So we gonna just get off of that. That's war, though. It's war in music. It's war. That's what we want. We want war. So cover that shit up then. This should have been at the front of the video, but it's at the back. So hopefully people that's listening is listening all the way through. And if you listen all the way through the video and you heard this part, say I listened all the way through. Type that into the comment. I would appreciate it, most definitely. Back to the I love you, and I'm out. Everything that you set out to do, good. For others and for yourself, I hope you accomplish that. All this money chasing that we're doing, it's okay, but money is good energy. You gotta have it. I love it. I love money, but I love the results that it brings when you can give and help other people. Keep your head up. Stay strong through this COVID crap. Protect your body. Eat plenty of grapefruits. Eat plenty of cherries, watermelons when they come in season. Feed yourself greatness. Feed yourself food that was made for the human body. There's a war out there right now, and you have to wear a uniform. And everybody knows to a certain extent you have to.